Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vicki Ellingrod, Dean of the College of Pharmacy. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and students of the University of Michigan College of Pharmacy, I am pleased to welcome you all to our annual Doctor of Pharmacy commencement ceremony. You all can be seated. Sorry. It's not like church. I would like to especially welcome anyone watching this ceremony through our live stream option. For those of you that may be using an assisted listening device, I want to take a minute to describe myself. I am a white female with shoulder-length hair, currently wearing my academic regalia, which is a black robe, my academic hood, and a tam, or my hat. For the deaf community, our live stream has closed captioning, and for those in the audience, we have an American Sign Language representative interpreting today's ceremony. Before we begin, though, I would like to acknowledge our history as a university by recognizing that our campus and this auditorium is located on the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe people. In 1817, the Ojibwe, Ottawa, and Potawatomi nations made the largest single land transfer to the University of Michigan through the treaty at the foot of the rapids so that their children could be educated. The College of Pharmacy is extremely proud of our relationship with the tribes of Michigan and beyond to do just that. Now on to our program. Congratulations, class of 2024. You made it. I'm going to break from the script a little bit, which is going to freak people out, but I want you all to take a moment and look around and take this moment in, just like Mr. Glasper said last night. Look around, look at your family and friends, wave to them. Now that you've had your moment, I know this is a day that you've looked forward to for years. I'm sure you will agree with me that it seems like yesterday you were P1s. And in just a few short weeks, you'll be moving on to the next step in your careers as doctors of pharmacy. I hope you are now seeing that there's a light at the end of the tunnel and realizing it's not an oncoming train. But before that transition happens, we're going to celebrate you today as you represent the 156th graduating class from the number 2 College of Pharmacy in the nation. Your soon-to-be title of doctor has been earned with 4 years of hard work, countless quizzes and tests, long days experiencing the vast array of opportunities open to pharmacists, including community pharmacy, acute care units, ambulatory care clinics, the pharmaceutical industry, the federal government, academia, and more. While some of these experiences occurred right here in the Ann Arbor area, many required travel across the state of Michigan, throughout the entire United States, and different parts of the world. Throughout the PharmD program, you have often worked from sunrise to sunset, and oftentimes overnight, sharpening your clinical and leadership skills so you can continue to advance the profession and improve the health and lives of the people and the communities you serve. The last 4 years may have been some of the most memorable, but possibly some of the hardest, as much of your education happened during the COVID pandemic, which without a doubt impacted your classroom and practice experiences. And while the pandemic necessitated delaying your white coat ceremony and then sharing that experience with the incoming P1 class while you were P2s, we are here today to celebrate you, and only you, and all of your accomplishments. Before we continue on with the ceremony, I want to acknowledge other groups of students who are graduating this year but do not participate today. This includes 20 graduates from our PhD programs, 32 graduates from our Bachelor's of Science of Pharmaceutical Science program, and 11 soon-to-be graduates from our Master's program who will complete their degree requirements this summer. Many people have contributed to the success and achievements of all of our graduating classes, and I would like to take a few minutes to acknowledge these important groups before we begin the actual ceremony. First, I would like to thank the College of Pharmacy staff for the many hours of hard work they devote to ensure that this event runs smoothly. It's a monumental task to arrange an event for this many people and ensure that everything and every person is in the right spot at the right time, wearing the right thing. I also want to thank the volunteers, both faculty, staff, and students who help with this important ceremony. In particular, I want to recognize Ms. Hilda McDonald, Ms. Lindsay Groth, and our Assistant Dean, Mark Nelson, for their efforts in organizing this event. Although it may look like I'm the master of ceremonies today and did a lot of planning, it's really Lindsay, Hilda, and Mark, and our other college staff behind the scenes that truly make this all possible. Please join me in thanking them for all of their efforts. We are also grateful to our alumni and friends who, through their contributions to the College of Pharmacy's annual fund, provide us with the resources to make this event possible. Therefore, I would like to ask all alumni of the College of Pharmacy, including our faculty who are here, to stand and be recognized. One of the things that makes our College of Pharmacy so great is that we have world-class faculty that drive our educational programs. These same faculty also perform cutting-edge innovative research, from developing new therapeutics to improving care at the patient's bedside to helping shape healthcare policies. We are all aligned under the same mission of leading at pharmacy's edge to make a lasting impact on our profession and ultimately improve the lives of the patients we serve. Additionally, our students also benefit from our more than 600 adjunct faculty and volunteer preceptors who are leaders in their field and spread throughout Michigan, the United States, and abroad. These faculty eagerly work every day to educate our students, and this day of celebration could not take place without their dedication and hard work. Would the faculty and preceptors present today please rise if you are able to be acknowledged. As I look out into the audience, I see that we have many special guests. It was your emotional and financial support that enabled our graduates to be sitting here today. As a mother of a recent college graduate and one that is in her first year of college, I know firsthand just the amount of support and love you have for your student. Therefore, will the mothers and fathers, husbands, wives, and children, grandmothers, grandfathers, aunts, uncles, sisters, brothers, friends, and anyone who has provided support for our graduates, please rise if you are able so we can thank you. I am very excited to introduce our commencement speaker today, Dr. Paul W. Abramowitz, who is the CEO of the American Society of Health Systems Pharmacists, the largest pharmacy professional organization in the United States. Prior to joining ASHP in 2011, he worked in health systems and colleges of pharmacy for 30 years, last serving as the Associate Hospital Director and Chief Pharmacy Officer at the University of Iowa Healthcare and Professor of Pharmacy at the University of Iowa. Dr. Abramowitz received a bachelor's degree in chemistry and biology from Indiana University, a bachelor's in pharmacy from the University of Toledo, but most importantly, his PharmD degree from the University of Michigan. And after that, he completed a residency at the University of Michigan Medical Center. Dr. Abramowitz has actively combined practice, teaching, and research throughout his career. He has lectured and published extensively, focusing on the effect that quality pharmacy care can have on improving outcomes and reducing costs of care. In 2009, he received the Harvey A.K. Whitney Lecture Award, which is the health systems pharmacy's highest honor. Most importantly, though, in 2010, he was awarded the Alumni Distinguished Lifetime Achievement Award from our College of Pharmacy here in Michigan. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Abramowitz. Thank you, Paul.
Let me open this up, so just give me a second here. Thank you. Dean Ellengrad, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, 2024 graduates of the University of Michigan College of Pharmacy. Thank you very much for the honor and privilege to address you today. Most importantly, class of 2024, today we celebrate your entry into the profession of pharmacy. This ceremony demonstrates the importance of our profession and the purpose for which we serve, namely to prevent and alleviate disease, pain, and suffering, and to promote wellness through the optimal use of medications. In honoring that purpose, it's absolutely essential to remember that your patients will depend on you for their care, and your colleagues in the other health professions are counting on you as well to apply your extensive and in-depth knowledge of medication therapy, as you are truly healthcare's medication specialists. The exceptional education you got right here at the University of Michigan prepared you for this day and will serve you in all the days that follow. You are our profession's future. Your minds hold the seeds of innovation that promise to change, advance, and sustain our profession. Change is inevitable, and how you respond to change is defining. As Martin Luther King Jr. once said, one of the great liabilities of history is that all too many people failed to remain awake through great periods of change. Today, our survival depends on our ability to stay awake, to adjust to new ideas, to remain vigilant, and also to face the challenge of change. And I urge you and echo Dr. King to do just that, not only to accept change, but to create and facilitate new pathways to improve the health of our nation. So let's take a look at the path ahead of you. In 2024, medications must be recognized as complex technologies, and the role of the pharmacist has never been more essential. The data to make the case for your expanding role include drug expenditures in the U.S. exceeding $722 billion in 2023. However, up against this is a finding from a 2020 study that estimates that preventable prescription drug-related morbidity and mortality totaled $528 billion just that year. So even if you look at this only through an economic lens, the value of your role is indisputable. But more importantly, the role is to improve the care of your patients. Furthermore, consider that medication-related scientific discovery is occurring at an absolutely breathtaking pace. Over 750 candidate agents in various stages of development just for Alzheimer's disease and other types of dementia are being studied right now. 322 NIH-funded medication studies are underway just here at the University of Michigan today. We expect 59 new drugs to be approved in the U.S. in 2024. Cell and gene-based therapies, in many cases cures, are emerging. 2 potential curative therapies for sickle cell disease were approved by the FDA in 2023. One of these agents was the first CRISPR-based product approved for use in the U.S. This is the age of scientific discovery and demands your full participation as a medication specialist on every healthcare team. The opportunities for pharmacists have expanded beyond anything that I could have imagined when I finished my training here at the University of Michigan in the 1970s. In acute care settings, pharmacists are now positioned on teams from the emergency department to the ICU to the general medicine unit. In the ambulatory care setting, we see pharmacists providing extensive medication management in community pharmacies, physician offices, clinics, and via telepharmacy from pediatrics to geriatrics and everything in between. One area, however, that needs a particular area of emphasis and focus is primary care. We're facing a primary care crisis in the U.S., and it's driven by a shortage of providers. The provision of primary care and the management of chronic disease is currently inadequate to meet our nation's needs. This provides an opportunity for you as pharmacists to collaborate with other primary care providers and assume responsibility for the medication management aspects of primary care, including much more prescriptive authority. You'll also be involved in the creation of new models of care. The innovation that you will create will become the routine practices of your future. Your ability to make change happen will be assisted by the foundations built by those who came before you, those who taught and mentored you right here at the University of Michigan, and the teams that you work with. Now, we're told that we're entering a fourth industrial age. It's being shaped by artificial intelligence, big data, and digital healthcare technology. Research involving the use of artificial intelligence in healthcare is already occurring. AI is likely to play an outsized role in healthcare, including in the medication use process and in pharmacy practice. Very soon during your careers, it will touch medication prescribing, administration, monitoring, and even patient education. AI will help us identify patients who require pharmacist-provided comprehensive medication management. Embrace AI as a tool that can help you provide better care for your patients. Now, the rapid change you will witness in healthcare will provide incredible opportunities for you to apply your University of Michigan education, your professional passion, and your intellectual curiosity to improve the health and well-being of our nation's people, and also to create your own future in pharmacy practice. So now is the time to embrace your own professional identity as a pharmacist, and to help you do this, I'd like to challenge you in 4 ways. Here's your first challenge. Make certain that every one of your patients has a comprehensive medication therapy plan which should encompass all components of medication therapy with desired goals, therapeutic endpoints, and monitoring parameters. This, of course, is necessary as a roadmap for each patient to effectively ensure optimal health outcomes. Your second challenge, do everything you can working as part of the interprofessional team to ensure equitable, affordable, and quality care accessible to all individuals with a particular emphasis on those that are underserved and at significantly greater risk. We all must commit to eliminating these types of health disparities. Here's your third challenge. Work diligently to support obtaining provider status for pharmacists at both the state and national levels, including supporting our recently introduced bills in the U.S. House and Senate, which are entitled Equitable Community Access to Pharmacist Services Act and the Pharmacy and Medically Underserved Areas Enhancement Act. At the same time, work to educate the public as to the essential role of the pharmacist in their care, that provides to their care, so that they will insist that their healthcare providers, employers, and insurers include comprehensive medication management as part of a full healthcare benefit. Now, this leads me to your final challenge. To effectively care for your patients, it's imperative that you also care for yourself. Taking care of the sick is stressful, and it's compounded by an imperfect healthcare system. I know that you've witnessed and experienced occupational stress in healthcare. Therefore, I implore you to focus on your own well-being. Identify things that bring you happiness, relaxation, and joy, and pursue them with vigor. Lastly, remember to learn from each patient encounter along your professional path. It will help make you a stronger, wiser, and more skilled and compassionate practitioner. In closing, I'd like to leave you with the words of Steve Jobs. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work, and the only way to do great work is to love what you do. Thank you again, University of Michigan College of Pharmacy, class of 2024, for the opportunity to speak with you today. I wish you every success and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Abramowitz. I am now delighted to introduce the soon-to-be Dr. E.J. Marino, who was elected by the members of the class of 2024 to speak on their behalf today. E.J.?
Thank you, Dean Ellengrod. Well, you guys, we did it. Finally made it, and I know for many it seemed like this day was never going to come, and I know for a few of us it got pretty dicey, but we survived, and we survived Dr. Bella's killer exam, or the exam that shall not be named, Dr. Carver's ID exams, which, full honesty, give me nightmares still. But all the exams, the SPIs, the IRATs, IPPEs, ABBEs, it's wild to think of everything we have done these past 4 years. But when we started here, the world was a very different place. I'm sure I don't have to remind anyone of all the havoc caused by COVID. And the restrictions, though, it's speaking strictly from a new student's perspective, COVID and its restrictions created a unique set of barriers. As a new student, a lot of us were new to Ann Arbor. We didn't know anyone. School was basically fully remote, so generally speaking, you never saw anyone. And in that first year, it was a real challenge to create a life outside of the walls of your apartment and to connect with each other and to get to know each other. But a lot can change in 4 years. So for instance, our first year, the Michigan Wolverine football team went 2-4, and now we're national champs, so it all works out. But even with everything we faced as students our first year, we found the ability to connect with each other, and we have made friends that we know will last for life. We have already been bridesmaids and groomsmen at each other's weddings, and we're even getting engaged to each other in some instances. So we've gotten to know each other very well over our time here. And when trying to think of what best describes this class and what is the key attribute, I kept coming back to a certain quote. And it's a quote in one of my favorite books by my favorite author, Dr. Seuss. And seriously, he is my favorite author. Check out his stuff. But it's a pretty famous quote from his book, The Lorax. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. We have been in classes and small groups with each other for 4 years. And the one thing I have learned about this group is there are many, many people in it who care a whole awful lot. And that is why I'm very confident we are going to be very successful. Where am I? The class, and with that, this class has passion, and I do dare to say that it is not even for medications or mechanisms of action. Sorry, Dr. Bella. It's for others. It's compassion and caring for others and for our duty to provide the best possible care for patients. And you all have already proven how intelligent you are. I mean, after all, Darth Vader himself says before every home football game, we go to the greatest university in the world. And it's a little arrogant, but it is also true. But even knowledge by itself is useless. It needs something, someone to drive it, to steer it, to put it into action. And put in action, and given this class's, passionate nature, I'm not going to say we're going to change the entire world of 2024. Our class is not going to do that. But we might. I just don't want to put that pressure on us. But what I do know is everyone has the ability to change the world around them for the better if you simply choose to do so. And given this class's passionate nature, I know we will choose to do exactly that wherever we may go. And this compassion, this caring is not just an attribute of the individuals of the class of 2024, it's a reflection of everyone in this room. You're the sum of the people in your life, and none of us in this class would be sitting here today if it wasn't for all of those sitting around us. Our moms, dads, mentors, sisters, brothers, family, friends, significant others, loved ones, none of us would be here without you, and I feel very confident speaking for the class when I say we have nothing but love and gratitude for all of you, so thank you. And of course, we would not be here if it wasn't for the people behind me and over here, the faculty and staff of the College of Pharmacy. There's no other way to really put it. You guys made our lives hell for 4 years, and now some of us may have some PTSD, but joking. Seriously, when we started, you guys were given an impossible task. Give a doctorate of pharmacy education in an ever-changing, unpredictable world, an education that is up to the standard of the University of Michigan, and all of us in this class would agree that you guys delivered and then some. And here in Ann Arbor, you constantly hear about the Michigan difference, and our College of Pharmacy faculty and staff truly embody the Michigan difference, so we want to thank you for everything you've done for us. And so, to try to close this up, I know today is about celebrating all our hard work over the past 4 years. But as I just stated, it's not just an individual achievement. None of us got here alone. A ton of effort, sacrifice, and love has gone to each and every one of us to get us to this point in time. And it's an effort, sacrifice, and love that is worthy of recognition. And I know we are excited and a bit anxious for the future, but our residencies, our fellowships, our jobs, they will be waiting for us tomorrow. Today happens once, so when your name is called, do not let the moment pass you by, guys. Enjoy the moment, embrace it, and to our loved ones, take it into because we all have earned it. And lastly, after today, I know we're going many, many different places, and some sunnier than others. But we've heard it since we started. Pharmacy is a small world, so no doubt many of our paths will cross again. But until then, good luck. Love you guys. I know we are going to go out there and kick butt. And if a situation calls for it, bite a few kneecaps. Thank you all. Congratulations, and go blue.
Now it is my pleasure to acknowledge the winner of the 2024 Teaching Excellence Award, Dr. Peg Carver, who is a clinical associate professor of pharmacy in the Department of Clinical Pharmacy and a clinical pharmacist at Michigan Medicine. Her biographical information is printed in your program, and last night Dr. Carver addressed the graduating class in a recorded message at our awards banquet as she had a planned sabbatical overseas and is unable to join us this weekend. Regardless, congratulations, Dr. Carver. I also want to thank EJ and Noreen Micah, who helped with the planning of our awards dinner last night and our commencement ceremony today. Please join me in thanking them for their efforts. To lead this class in the oath of the pharmacist, I am pleased to introduce another soon-to-be Dr. Naseem Malakati Nagad, who was elected by the members of the class of 2024. Naseem.
Will the class of 2024 please rise and repeat after me? I promise to devote myself to a lifetime of service to others through the profession of pharmacy. In fulfilling this vow, I will consider the welfare of humanity and relief of suffering my primary concerns. I will promote inclusion, embrace diversity, and advocate for justice to advance health equity. I will apply my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability to assure optimal outcomes for all patients. I will respect and protect all personal and health information entrusted to me. I will accept the responsibility to improve my professional knowledge, expertise, and self-awareness. I will hold myself and my colleagues to the highest principles of our profession's moral, ethical, and legal conduct. I will embrace and advocate changes that improve patient care. I will utilize my knowledge, skills, and experiences and values to prepare the next generation of pharmacists. I will take these vows voluntarily with the full realization of the responsibility with which I am entrusted by the public. Thank you.
Thank you, Naseem, for leading the oath. I would now like to ask our soon-to-be doctors Marino and Malakati Nagad to go join their classmates. Oh, you can go either side. Before we begin the hooding ceremony, I want to briefly describe the class of 2024, who is made up of 83 students. About 1/3 are starting their professional lives at community and hospital pharmacies, while 18% have been chosen to complete industry or governmental fellowships. 50% of the class are continuing their education in pharmacy residency programs, and 5% are continuing on to another degree program. Besides all of their academic accomplishments, this class has had a lot of fun coming together to develop lifelong friendships, whether that was through a pharmacy family get-together, attending the pharmacy formal, planning or attending fundraisers, or teaming up on various projects. They also ate a lot of pizza, drank a lot of coffee, and went to a lot of football games together. In addition, most of our graduates were members or leaders of student organizations and participated in college committees. 11 members of the class were selected for and successfully completed our Leadership Scholars Program, which I know is an experience they will never forget. Collectively, this class received over $1.1 million in scholarships from the College of Pharmacy that were given as gifts from our amazing alumni and friends. And after today, that is what you will be, our alumni. I hope that you will remain passionate about the college and come back often to tell us about all of your professional and personal achievements. You have bright futures ahead of you, and I look forward to seeing you achieve all that you have aspired to dream. And with that, I want to now begin the ceremony that most of you are really here for, the recognition of our class of 2024. I should note, though, that although we recognize each student today, the authority to grant degrees from the University of Michigan is vested by the citizens of the state of Michigan in our elected Board of Regents. They will confer the degrees after we confirm that all requirements have been met. We will call each graduate forward to receive the hood that symbolizes the degree to be awarded. Deans Jolene Boswick, Karen Ferris, Gundy Sweet, and Paul Walker will all be part of the hooding and recognition ceremonies. For the families and friends that are present, I want you to know that we have professional photographers who will make the photographs available after the ceremony. However, if you would like to take your own photos, there is space in the 2 side aisles that you can use as vantage points. If you are going to do that, please do not block the area in front of the stage. Families, friends, and supporters, we welcome, and I strongly encourage applause and other celebratory expressions as the students are recognized on stage. This is a celebration, after all. We should treat it that way. Deans Boswick, Ferris, Sweet, and Walker, will you please rise and help me recognize our graduates?
It is my privilege to introduce the graduates of the class of 2024. Dr. Aya Mohammed Abu Alewi. Dr. Shahada Hassan Al-Tayi. Dr. Sada Baghdadi. Dr. Emily Behrens. Dr. Olivia Bishop. Dr. Sarah Blodgett. Dr. Kimberly Nicole Battenberg. Dr. Astrid Candelaria Jimenez. Dr. Courtney Cathy. Dr. Bayan Shabib. Dr. Jiawei Chen. Dr. Renisha Clark. Dr. Rebecca Cook. Dr. Colin Emmendorfer. Dr. Nora Oda Farha. Dr. Brandy Finley. Dr. Brandon Gua. Dr. Fatima Hafez. Dr. Nate Hardy. Dr. Andrew Hayduck. Dr. Ashley Lynn Henderson. Dr. Abigail Hibbler. Dr. Mackenzie Holden. Dr. Jaewon Jennifer Hong. Dr. Junlin Wong. Dr. Wendy Wong. Dr. Jim Hutchinson. Dr. Gabrielle Yacobelis. Dr. Ilona Iliazi. Dr. Mo Ismail. Dr. Chelsea Ivy. Dr. Ishrat Jahan. Happy birthday to Dr. Sang Woo Jung. Dr. Natasha Jolakowski. Dr. Mayen Kaile Nathan. Dr. Austin Katona. Dr. Zaid Khan. Dr. Madison Kiriakosa. Dr. Nicole Kleinsorge. Dr. Zachary Kujat. Dr. Sarah Leonard. Dr. Kevin Yoja Lin. Dr. Ying Lin. Dr. Theophilus Min Tran Nguyen. Dr. Naseem Gabriella Malakati Nagad. Dr. Alyssa Marconi. Dr. E.J. Marino. Dr. Caitlin Meyer. Dr. Melissa Mezzi. Dr. Noreen Mika. Dr. Elizabeth Marachka. Dr. Lubana Nawaz. Dr. Jamie Nye. Dr. Emily Wynn. Dr. Avery Oberfeld. Dr. Precious Okeke. Dr. Neil Patel. Dr. Sruja Patel. Dr. Brandon Paulson. Dr. Haley Pierce Hockey. Dr. Micah Robles. Dr. Jinsun Ryu. Dr. Banujit Sabarwal. Dr. Natalia Selganic. Dr. Ashley Saye. Dr. Sarah Ann Shang. Dr. Thomas Seneff. Dr. Jenny Shang. Dr. Nagesh Sharma. Dr. Michael Cito. Dr. Charles Nicholas Styron. Dr. Luke Thanikel. Dr. Ni Trung Woon. Dr. Brendan Veit. Dr. Amanda Vogel. Dr. Marissa Volek. Dr. Lillian Wang. Dr. Mary Frances Westover. Dr. Amanda Manching Wu. Dr. Kumbe Yoda. Dr. Kenneth Uke. Dr. Grace Zhang.
Congratulations, class of 2024. Now that you have symbolically made the transition from student to graduate, I call on Dr. Alex Lin to address the class on behalf of the College of Pharmacy Alumni Society. Dr. Lin.
Congratulations, class of 2024. We're here in person to celebrate you, the newest cohort of PharmDs to become alumni of the University of Michigan. How amazing does that feel? Your journey to become a PharmD began in such an unprecedented time. Zoom calls, social distancing, and now you're here today, resilient, adaptable, and prepared to face any challenges that may lie ahead. I love this quote from Henry Ford. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. Mindset is everything, and you'll be surprised by the art of the possible and what you're capable of achieving if you challenge yourself and believe in yourself. When I was in pharmacy school, we didn't even have an AMCP student chapter, which stands for Academy of Managed Care Pharmacy. And managed care pharmacy really isn't an emphasis in pharmacy curriculum, even today. However, we have Caitlin, Natalia, and Brandon here who made it to first place at the National P&T competition as a team of 3 and as second-year PharmD students. Now that is remarkable because typically teams that make it that far are teams of 4 and are third-year PharmD students. So let's take a moment and applaud that great achievement. Continue to challenge yourself and learn in our ever-evolving healthcare system. And stay connected to the College of Pharmacy. There are so many great ways to pay it forward, as many have done so in our professional journey. Become a preceptor, volunteer your time to student-led activities, or join the Board of Governors in a few years. We all have a role to shape the next generation of pharmacists to enter the field to be better and do more. And you never know, that student may very well be a connection to define your career path as well. Enjoy this day and enjoy this moment. And welcome to the greatest alumni network there is out there. Congratulations and go Blue.
Before I say my final remarks to the class of 2024, I realized as we were getting ready today that we have one faculty member that is celebrating their last commencement with us this year. So I would like to ask Assistant Dean Walker to please stand and be recognized. As you can see, he has touched many of our students, as well as being a leader for good within the profession and within ASHP. So, class of 2024, we are so proud and grateful that you chose us for your pharmacy education and degree. You are the 156th class to graduate from our program, and for 156 years, we have been at the forefront of making profound and positive impacts on society. You are visionary leaders dedicated to advancing pharmacy practice, research, and ultimately human health, from bench to bedside and in boardrooms and communities. I hope that after these last 4 years, you now consider yourself a Michigander, regardless of whether you grew up in this state, because we will forever be your pharmacy home. And although you are making the transition from student to pharmacist today, there is much left for you to do as an alumni, including joining us as we celebrate the opening of our brand new building just a little over a year from now. The 155 classes before you have gone on to serve as mentors, preceptors, and faculty for the students following them. They have embraced the change that Dr. Abramowitz talked about, and they are forever leading at Pharmacy's Edge. Please make sure that all of the doors that were opened for you during your education remain open and available for others following in your path. The profession and the patients you serve need you, and we have high expectations for you as you change the world, because that is what Michigan Pharmacy does. We forever lead, we forever discover, and most importantly, we forever go blue. Will the graduating College of Pharmacy class of 2024 please stand if you are able? I would like the audience to please join me in congratulating our new doctors of pharmacy and welcome our newest class of pharmacy alumni. As our ceremony comes to a close, I would like everyone to please remain in your seat until the stage group and all of the graduates have exited. Graduates, please go immediately out to the front steps as a group so we can do a quick group photo. Families, faculty, students, and guests, please remain inside until the photo has been taken. Then I hope that you will join us for the reception we planned for you in the lobby of the building. Congratulations. Congratulations again, class of 2024.
Thank you.